we are going to start our group discussion. The topic is we suffer for our own action. So we should think properly before any action.
Good evening, everyone. So today our discussion topic is we suffer for our own action and we should think before our every action. This is a very good topic to analyze people's mind, how people's mind works and how everything works around us. When we do anything, our mind automatically connects it to a good result and it automatically thinks that our work will always affect in a good way. But if we are doing a wrong thing, this will eventually affect in a bad way and affect us in a bad way, and it will become a very much big problem in our life. We should always consider what we do in our life and we should always think before our every action, because whenever you are doing any math, like an example I am telling, whenever you are doing any math, in the calculation, if you do any mistake, the result will be wrong and your whole math will be disqualified from the exam. So I think people should always focus while doing every work and try to make minimum mistake as possible, because we cannot be perfect and we are all human beings, and we can never do anything perfectly. So mistake is a part of our own personality, and it can never be changed. But if we are careful enough, we can make minimal mistakes, and through minimum mistakes, our outcome will also be better, and we also will get better results if we do minimum mistakes. So by doing the work properly, you are going to get the proper effect, proper result from it. So that's why
this topic that we should think before doing any work. Because after doing that work, we think that the work what I do, that is not good. So we should think twice before doing any work. As an example, I'll tell that we buy a dress in a dress. After buying the dress, we think that the dress is not good, the other dress is good. So we should think before buying this dress. So that's all.
So I totally agree with this topic, and I think it is a very good topic for everyone. And we should think twice before taking any action. When we face some situation, then we just take the action very fast. But after that, we think that okay, that was my fault, and in my future, I will not do this again. But when we face the situation again, in that time we take the decision again and again. In this way we just take the wrong decision again and again, and after that we think that it was my fault, that was my fault, etc. Before taking any action, we think twice. So let me tell about this topic. I am totally agree with this topic. We should think by doing anything. Think before you we speak. Think before we act. In fact, think before you think. It's very easy to understand that think before you speak and act. Because also sometimes we suffer many own actions. So what we just say, what we just think, and or what we just act. So I think that we should think before doing anything. So let me tell, the meaning of the topic is that a person always should think properly before doing something.
everything has some advantage as well as disadvantage. We should always first observe the advantage and disadvantage of something, then decide it if it should be done or not. Our actions our actions are usually a reflection of who we are. It is very important to think before doing anything. Uh, for example, first think properly, then set a decision in your mind, then action against it. Uh, for example, a man face a difficult situation. If he think properly how to control the situation, then he definitely overcome the situation. But if he doesn't think and directly take an action against the situation, then he cannot overcome the situation, and whole life he may be suffer for this action. So everyone should think properly before any action.
So let me tell about this topic. So I totally agree with this topic, and I think this is the habit of most of us that we do at first, then we think that what did I do? Is it good for me or bad for me? So I think we should not think about this because whenever we are doing any work, then we are thinking that it is good or bad. Then I think it will make many trouble with us that we will think about this every time, and also many things we will be not able to concentrate any other things, and we will think about this every day. So that's why we should at first think, then we should do any work. And I also agree with this topic that I think these works, this action reflects a person's personality, because I think the clever person who are clever, they at first think, then do work, and the fool person, they do at first, then they think about this. And also, I agree with Amrita that she said that whenever we are in trouble, we are in a bad situation, that in that situation we have to think about this, and we have to think that what we are going to do, because if we do any bad work, then it can be the reason that we will have to suffer with this every day, every year. So that's why we at first think about this, then we should take any action. So that's all. According to my opinion, making a right decision or good decision is very much important, and it is very much uh, healthy for ourselves. When we do any actions, at first we think about this work, because most of the people when they when they make any decision, they can't set their mind. At first I think we should pause our mind and think about this action and take the steps for that. I think it is very necessary for all of us when we are taking decision, and making a right decision is very much important, because we should suffer it after taking this. So if we take it sincerely, I think its result is not for our regret. So we should take the right decision before action.
So all of you have told very well. Ma Saroda told, we suffer as a result of our own action. So we should not blame anybody for it. Yes, suffering is a part of our life. But if we take the right decision before the action, then we will be able to less it to some extent. Suppose today it is actually responsible is your thinking, your thought, because our mind is our enemy. One day we had a discussion that our mind is our enemy. So after waking up in the morning, a student is feeling, no, I am feeling out of sort. Today I will not go to school. Mind is telling, and according to the mind, he or she, suppose, does not go to school. And that day, a vital class has taken place. And as a result of this, he or she has to suffer the consequences because he has missed the right. In a case of office goers, someday office goers, today I will not go to office. The weather is very bad. And that day, some important work was there, and the person will be responsible for not attending on that vital day, and the boss will rebuke him or her for this. That is also a suffering. So, in this way, our choice and thinking should be proper before the action so that we can lessen our suffering. That's all.